All right, welcome to my desk of Hanna Karlzon. We have a whole bunch here. Last week, I think, I put up a poll on the community tab of my channel, and if you're not subscribed or don't have the bell notifications turned on, you may have missed it. So make sure that those are on. They're just right down there. You want to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and the notifications are on so that you can be a part of those polls or surveys or anything that I'm taking. So I put up a survey and it was on whether or not we wanted to do a couple of month-long coloring in just Hanna Karlzon books. I did this, I don't know, a couple years ago with the Soulmates book where we colored a ton of this book in a few months. So I thought, let's do that again. And so I put it up on the channel to see if you guys wanted to do that, and it was about 75% yes, let's do it, all Hanna Karlzon all the time, and only about 25% no, you are crazy, there are other fish illustrators in the sea. So we're gonna color in Hanna Karlzon. I'm so excited for this, you guys. I love Hanna Karlzon books, and I just feel like I'm not able to give her books enough love and attention. So we're gonna do that. Look at all these books. So we have, I believe Daydreams was her first book that came out, and I have two copies of that. One is the American edition, and one I think is a Japanese edition. I actually prefer the paper in the Japanese edition, so it is the one I'm coloring in now. Daydreams is one of the very first books that I ever got, and so I don't know, sometimes I like to recolor things now where I know more about different things. So yeah, there are some in here I really like though. I really love this kitty page. So anyways, let's, yeah, that's her first book. I haven't colored much in that one, have I? Okay, so, but I have in this one. And then she had Summer Nights, and this is a beautiful book. I believe this was my first hardback book, coloring book ever. So there's not a lot done in the back of the book because I felt like I didn't know. I was like, I don't know. So I was coloring kind of in order a lot because I'm a weirdo. But there are a few in here that I very much adore, and I can see yeah, that I've progressed quite a bit in my coloring. So there are some beautiful pictures in here though, and there are more that I just would love to color. Okay, then Magical Dawn was not my favorite book when it first came out, and I had a hard time coloring in it, and I don't know why. I like the paper better in this one than the last two. But as time has gone on, it has grown on me more and more, and I need to color in this book some more. So I'm excited about that. So pretty. I love it. So, this one I really love, which this one I only did like a year ago or something, so yeah. Yeah, this book has definitely grown on me, and I need to color in it more. Okay, then we have, I'm not sure which one came. Oh, Seasons. Seasons, I did color quite a bit in because I wanted to color all of it in a year, and I didn't make it. It was in this time when I was coloring this book that I started my YouTube channel, and it just didn't happen. But I do have quite a bit colored in this book, and quite a bit more that we need to. So yes, I'm excited. Ooh, that one's pretty. We could color some like spring and summer pages in here. I really like that one. So yes, there's, I like that one. And then jewelry box, I think. This one I don't have a ton colored in, but there are a few. I'm hoping that this is all in focus. I got a new monitor and I'm having a hard time getting the monitor to show it focused, but I'm pretty sure that the camera is saying it's focused, so I'm hoping. Ooh, that one I like. I like them all. So pretty. We love her books. And then the Soulmate is the one that we colored a whole bunch together, and I had a lot of fun doing that, and so I really want to do that again. And you know, we'll have to color one or two more in this book as well. We just had a lot of fun, I thought, trying different techniques and backgrounds and all sorts of things. So fun. Yeah, we did a ton in this book. This one was one of my favorites because we didn't use even one colored pencil on this page, which I just think is so much fun. I just really liked that page. So it's fun. I love the red background. We should do more like a Posca paint backgrounds that aren't black. That would be fun too. This is the one I had so many issues with, but it finally turned out in the end. Oh my goodness, I had so many problems with the background, but I just kept going. Now I love it. So beautiful pages in that one. And then she has the Gold Corn book, which has like the favorites from all those first books, but then there's a few in the front that are new to this book. So I want to pull some of the new ones from this book. So that will be fun. I don't plan on doing talismans at all. This is like an artist edition. They're on like really thick canvas like paper, so you can use paint and other mediums. Maybe we will, but I probably won't color in that one for these. And then we get into her two newest books, Masquerade, which has some beautiful pictures that I absolutely adore and I want to color. So yes. And then her newest book, which we are going to color in right now, is a beautiful book. And we did a flip through of this, and I have not colored anything yet in here. So we are going to pick a page and do at least a background today. And then we're gonna do lots of Hanna Karlzon, only Hanna Karlzon. We love Hanna Karlzon books in the next couple of months. So let me get my desk set up for coloring, get the rest of these books off my desk, and I will be right back. We'll zoom in and get started. Okay, here we are. All zoomed in. Okay, I picked this cute little moth, butterfly, dragonfly, I don't know what he is. Of course, we're working in her newest book. I love this. Okay. Okay. And I have the Mungo Soft Pastel for artists. So I thought they were sitting right here. I haven't really used them, so I thought, why don't we give them a try? I have some, oh, hello. Okay, I have some tools to blend them with. I have a soft tool, I have a paper stump, and I have a silicone tool. and then a couple of erasers and my fingers because I like to blend with my fingers. So I'm gonna pick a couple of colors that are gonna look really nice together. Okay. Trying to decide what kind of mood we want. Because colors definitely have moods, you know? Let's see. Why are you? Let's stick you there. I don't know where you're supposed to be. Okay. Maybe some blues. So let's take this blue right here. And like I said, I've not really used these, so I don't know how pigmented they are. We will see. And pastels do erase fairly well, so I'm not going to worry too much. These pastels in stick form are definitely, you're going to have more dust than if you used a pan pastel. And I definitely could have gone and gotten my pan pastels and it would be beautiful, but I don't know. These were sitting here and I thought, why not? Okay, and then let's bring this over here a little bit and then up here. There we go. I like that. Maybe just a little on the sides here. And a little right here. Okay. Alright, then we're going to take, maybe we'll start with the silicone. Let's see. See if we can just kind of work it into the paper a little bit. That dust. And we want the pigment to stay. We will kind of press it in, blend it out. I got this silicone sponge off of Amazon. I'll link it down below. I think they're used also for like clay when you're making clay sculptures and stuff, but they work fairly well for kind of pressing that pigment into the paper. And we're using a smooth paper, and pastel artists will use a like sandpaper type paper when they do pastel artwork, because the more toothy the paper, the more it will hold on to the pastel. And since we don't have that with this paper, we kind of want to press in what we can. So that it will stay. You can be using your finger. My finger's a little chubby to get in those little tiny areas, and I do not have chubby fingers, so I'm assuming most people would have a hard time getting in those little areas. And then, no. You could use a paper stump if you have a paper stump. Or a sponge applicator if you have a sponge applicator that is small enough to get in there. And see where I touch the pigment and then touch my hand to somewhere else. That can happen. Transfer can happen. So be careful if you really don't want your color to go anywhere else. Blend out on this kind of put my hand somewhere that doesn't have. Okay, once I have my pigment kind of pressed into the paper and blended out the way I want, I have my garbage can right here. I'm going to tap this off into my garbage can so that the dust doesn't go everywhere. It's tempting to blow on it. Heaven knows I've done it before, but it's a bad habit. So don't blow on it. Tap it into your garbage can. It'll be okay. All right, let's see if any pigment I have on my hands, get that off. We'll take our eraser. I have a kneaded eraser here that I can kind of get anywhere I want. Pastel's easy to color over with colored pencils, so I don't get too uptight about getting everything erased, but I will get off what I can. Kind of eraser does work by rubbing, but it is kind of made to press in and lift the pigment off the page. Just, you know, little tip for you. Okay. Just work off some of it. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much because we are going to add another color, so we're going to want to do this again. So I'm just kind of getting the stuff that's right up in, but anywhere we might be blending into this color, probably going to have to do it again. Okay, so we used this beautiful blue. Let's see. Kind of tealy blue, greenish blue. It's kind of calling to me. Let's try it. And we'll put him in that blue. I'm going to put some of it right over the top so we can blend into it. Okay, beautiful. I think we'll just go ahead and put our next color down, which I think will be this lighter tealy kind of cobalty blue. And I think we'll kind of let him fade into the page at the bottom here. We could even add a little white at the end if we want to help it fade. But maybe we'll blend out and see how it looks first. Okay. Clean my hands off, make sure I'm not touching anything. And then we'll just press in all of this pigment and kind of fade it out, which may work better with a paper stop. Let's see. Yeah, it's about the same. So whatever you have. I want a little more of our turquoise pigment in here, so I'll just put them in. If you don't like the mess of stick pastels, use pan pastels. They're not as messy. You don't have as much dust. They blend beautifully. There's no reason not to use pan pastels if that's what you have, or if you're really against the messy, dusty situation here. I kind of like a good mess, so I use them once in a while because I think it's fun. It's the only reason. Just kind of blending out some of that extra dust, a little extra pigment, just kind of letting it fade around our little critter here. What you doing, Sophie? She didn't get to go on a walk this morning because it was raining. And now she's being quite playful with her toy flamingo. Getting out some energy in the hallway there. Okay, I'm going to tap this off into my garbage can again. And then we will erase anything we want erased. I'm just pulling some of that pigment and using what's on my paper stump also to kind of help fade things out and make them smooth. All right, I'm going to tap this off. Okay. Then we can take our eraser here and get off, hi sweetie, any pigment that we don't want. What you doing, huh? You're scratching my leg. What are you doing? I can't come play right now. I gotta finish this up and then I gotta go get our kindergartner. Yeah, he's gonna be waiting for me on the side of the road if I don't hurry it up. What? There's a doggy door if you want to go outside. Go outside. You don't need the old mom. Yeah, you're an independent pup. You're an independent pup. Okay. Okay, I'm not too worried about these leaves because they're going to be probably green. So we don't have to worry about them too much here. I just want to get off a little bit here and there. Okay. Here. I don't know that these will be green, so I'm trying to get them off a little bit more. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, now that I have my pastel where I want it, you have to make sure you are done erasing. If you're not done erasing, finish erasing, because once you do the next step, you can't erase anymore, or it's much more difficult to erase. So you want to make sure you have everything looking like you want it to. Okay. All right, I am going to go spray this with my final fixative from Grumbacher. That's the one I like to use. You can use a workable fixative, you can use a different brand, but that's what I like. Some people use hairspray. I don't recommend that because I don't know how colored pencils are gonna go over hairspray. It might be, I don't know, more sticky or something, whatever additives they have in there, or it might discolor your paper because it's not made for art. It's made for your hair. And so companies that are making it for artists are making sure it's not going to affect their paper and their work, but people who are making hairspray don't care about that. So use a fixative, don't use hairspray. Okay, I will be right back. All right, you guys, we've started with a beautiful background. We'll be adding some white paint to this background also to help it, but we'll do that at the end of this picture. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. You come back to finish this picture because it's going to be beautiful. Look, there's a spot there that I didn't see, and now it won't come up. So just make sure that you, I mean, I can color over them. It's gonna be fine. But just make sure that you have everything erased that you want erased before you spray your picture. All right, you guys, I gotta go get my kindergartner. I hope you have an awesome weekend, that you find time to relax, de-stress, and throw some color around. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!